Last time we got teleported to another dimension and we have to help out this annoying chick. Like, seriously, I can't stand her. Healing up. Let's see. Do I have enough room? Yeah, I probably do. And, recently I've been watching Spoonie's review of Highlander 2: The Quickening. And unfortunately, I go to do that whole, type out the year you turn 12 into a GIF, and then guess what game pops up?
What?
I was born 1994. Add 12 years to that.
Oh, okay. We have to finish that. I can figure it out already by the sound of your voice.
Oh my god, I hate her voice already.
It'll be worse.
What, her English dub voice in, Digimon World Next Order? Because that is bad. Got some ice cream with me.
Nice. What, Friendly's, Ben & Jerry's?
Friendly's Cookies and Cream. The best.
So you don't want Netflix and chill? I actually got that the other day.
Oh my god. We actually sell that at CVS.
Yeah, I know.
It's just... So what do you think of my team?
It's alright.
War Greymon, Metal Garurumon, and Tiger Bestmon.
Not bad.
Random person with a store. How are you?
Okay, be real. Netflix or chill Ben & Jerry's flavor better or worse than a flavor called Half Baked? Why's it gotta take you this long to answer?
That's a tough question, actually.
Not that tough.
I think it is.
Yeah, to you.
Why is it only to me?
Because it's you. You take like 10 hours to answer.
I do not.
Okay, 9.5. Alright.
And now all of a sudden I'm fighting a bunch of babies. They are babies! Ugh. So recently, JoJo tuber Hamonbi ended up uploading a video regarding the Heaven plan from Part 6. Which basically is like a, basically like a big old thing to rewrite the universe, essentially.
So basically for New 52.
Kind of. But at the same time, I mean, it has like this whole things done at the best intentions, even if those intentions kind of, you know, will contradict what you're doing.
Right.
Basically, Dio wanted this guy named Enrico Pucci, who is a gay priest. He's to basically enact this whole plan. And should anything happen to him, because people would also ask, like, if Pucci has been there for a long time, why was he never in, like, Stardust Crusaders, or why did Dio never, you know, bring him up or anything? And I'm like, you really think Dio's going to bring up one of his top essential guys that he needs for his plan? Because then the Joestars are just going to track him down and, you know, screw him over. And plus, Dio isn't going to throw one of the guys that he absolutely needs for his plan, and at them like one of his like one of the generic stand users that he just had is on standby. Know what I mean, Fran?
Yeah.
Because if Dio did that, then that would be poor planning on his part. And Alex just put up his live stream for Watch Dogs. So we get to see more jank Ubisoft of mechanics.
And it could be worse.
You may want to elaborate on how it could possibly get worse.
But that stuff.
Don't question it, it just works.
Oh yeah, it works alright. Barely.
Like, you're familiar, like, there's a JoJo meme regarding one of the main antagonists stands, and that because of poor translation, initially not a lot of people are like, how does it work? Or and they're like, we don't know, it just works.
Yeah.
So in essence, it just gets very, very confusing. And I'm just sitting here like, wow. Oh, it's not that difficult to really understand. And King Crimson itself has the ability to wipe away 10 seconds of, like, or rather the next immediate 10 seconds, whereas Epitaph, the substand, has the ability to see into those 10 seconds. Because after part 4 there are, like, you know, substands and whatnot. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Go left. Ah. I had to steal it. Score that.
And indeed Digivolve to Devimon. Friggin' Mega Gargomon.
Oh. Okay.
I can't get Omnimon until I solve a certain case. Okay. Just kind of looking through and weighing my options. Alright, Alex is joining the party.
Nice.
Just like double checking and whatnot. Oh, hello.
Why are you playing NBA 2K21?
I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. First it was Madden, then it was NBA.
It's gonna be anytime it's a sports game.
He's gonna ask why.
Why are you playing this?
Okay, so... Oh, Alex.
Yeah?
How has your day been?
It went alright.
But then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked?
Well, I noticed some rust spots on my knife, and I was polishing it, and then slipped, and what happens there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a fairly long cut on my right index finger. Not that big of a deal, but it was kind of a bitch.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So, right now, I'm currently doing this plot thing where we're going to fight against a demon lord by the name of Barbamon.
Oh, fun.
Which, by the way, this isn't the Barbamon that I will be fighting for the super boss portion of these live streams.
Yeah, not the 7 deadly sins boss. It's generic boss. More doable than fucking Evamon. This is that.
Yeah, Barbamon is named after Barbatos, and he got his ass kicked by a girl in short shorts. I still hate you, Rena.
Yeah, well, remember, you still need all 4 Digimon help, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just
Deal with it.
I could still hate his tamer.
So what? Deal with it.
Ooh, yeah, he is durable. But we could take him.
Yep.
Oh, we could definitely take him. Let's...
Oh.
Boosh. Oh, I missed. Or rather, it's supposed to be, so I missed.
Oh, I missed. Oh my god.
Funny enough, so I missed is actually a German swear. I'm not making that up. You'll have to Google that. Magic binge. Wow, buddy. You just want to be handed an L today, didn't you? Oh, look at that. That's just beautiful. He doesn't even get a turn. Poosh.
Oh, yeah.
And meanwhile, we get all the turns in the world to plan his death.
God damn.
And plus, he graciously lowered his defense. Like a complete Nimrod.
Oh, let me increase my intelligence at the cost of my physical defense.
My physical attack, physical defense, and speed.
Question, why would they not lock down the servers immediately as soon as they realize their men are being killed?
Because they're stupid.
Because they dare to be stupid.
By the way, in terms of the story, that Barbamon is the only demon lord we ever fight. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Ulforce Veedramon, one of the fastest Digimon in existence.
Veedramon?
Yeah.
You'll want this motherfucker with you.
Yes, as soon as you're able to acquire her Veedramon, go for it. Because he will be damn essential.
Not get two. Yeah, as soon as you do, not 2 Demon. One for, Stereodramon, the other one for
Yes. So, we essentially need Ulforce Veedramon to go up against Sleipmon or Kentarosmon. God, what were they thinking with that dub name? Or what was in their drink?
Whatever.
Wait a minute, I know who's behind this. It was you! Who sent you here?
Your mama, that's who.
Well, you won't get anything out of me. Viva la revolution! was a bit from the end of Y Ruler of Time's whole training arcs. Nice video. Look it up sometime. It's actually kind of funny. Basically, it's like a what I learned from training arcs from various shows. And of course, they kind of lampshade how you know how like training arcs can go on for a while in Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like it's a good way to get your protagonist out of the story when you don't need him.
Yeah, out of the story for a while.
Because if you have him in your, if you have him for too long, he may just break the story in two. More than he already does. So, and then there's also the fact that Bleach kind of does something where at certain points in the manga they end up doing this trick where they stop time and they train. More than once.
So like Dragon Ball.
Except literally in the middle of a battle.
So maybe wait, pause.
So like King Arthur.
Yes. If they do something like that, then yes. And funny enough, it's like near the end of the game I'll get an adequate spot for grinding. But right now it's just
you don't have like that good spot.
No, so that's kind of why
it just takes forever.
Yeah. Okay. What do I turn you into?
Yeah, I still gotta finish Cyber Sleuth on Switch.
You're lucky you have the superior version.
Yeah, because I don't have to freaking go through those cases just to get certain Digimon. So that helps me.
My salt is increasing. It's overflowing.
He's been assaulted.
Unlimited salt.
Unlimited power. And salt.
Okay, so is there anything... Oh, never mind. Okay... I may want to have you...
I am the boat of my salt. Black tea is my body, sodium is my blood. I have created over 1,000 roles. Unknown to luck, not known to gacha. Have withstood pain to create so many SQ. Yet those hands I will never hold in SSR, so as I pray, unlimited salt works.
God damn. Okay, so now we are back to fight against Kentaro-Smon. You bothered coming back? Well, duh, I got nothing better to do. Since the Royal Knights took out all my favorite hangout spots, so... What did you expect? Which mouth do you think Sleipmon talks with?
Doesn't really matter.
Makes the least sense.
So his chest.
Yes.
Well, it could be worse.
They're really talking out of that.
Like Cell, yes.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, that's based on a weekly tube show skit.
Oh, there's a camera there. Earlier, I was looking at Discord.
So what did you think of Martian Manhunter's Martian nipples?
I try not to.
So anyway, Kentarosmon, he is a vaccine-type Digimon. And is quite literally one of the soon-to-be many super bosses in this game. They are fought in groups.
Yeah, it'll probably give you more fight than moral right now.
Yep.
Especially with the recent freaking manga chapters that came out.
Toyotaro, do you know how to write Odin's Breath? I'm sorry, I'm not all that versed in Norse mythology. Hey, all I know is, are you aligned with Thor?
Dude, that's all Norse mythology knows. Thor, Loki, Odin, that's it. The rest you don't know jack about.
I mean, there's also, you know... Jesus Christ, I forgot his name.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Boulder.
Or Heimdall.
Boulder. Heimdall, yeah.
Or your manga dude.
By...
AKA the final boss of Box Type 2. No, I'm not making that shit up.
I believe you.
Yeah, 'cause I played Box Type 2. Yeah. And the first one as well.
And apparently, hey Fran, somehow Alex is baffled by the fact that I have seen 8 Crazy Nights.
It's a terrible film. How?
It is. I agree. My little sister is how and why.
My
It's secretly a
little
guilty pleasure movie.
sister. My little sister. She's a fucking bitch.
Oh, come on, man! Come on!
Anybody who
Like,
forces you to
like,
watch
the
8 Crazy Nights is a terrible person.
Oh,
Adam
no!
Sandler is a terrible person for making that film.
Oh,
Dude, there's worse movies. Alright, let's be real. Well, I have to mention Food Fight.
Oh, fuck you.
Am I
Okay.
lying?
okay, so... Worst Adam Sandler movie, go.
Jack and Jill. No, wait. Wait.
No, that's not a question.
No.
It's not Little
Ridiculous
Nicky, I can tell you that much.
Ridiculous 6.
Grown-ups.
No.
It's like barely counts as a freaking movie. That's just
Yeah, I was
thinking
gonna
of it.
It barely counts as a movie?
No, that's just him freaking digging around with his friends. They just have to record it into a full-length movie. That's all.
Somehow.
Somehow, Palpatine returned.
Bullshit, which is still bullshit, by the way. No, I'm not gonna get some book to explain it, alright? If it didn't explain it in the movie, it's bullshit.
Yes.
Alright?
No. It wasn't explained in a book. It was explained in Fortnite.
I'm sorry,
That too.
what?
Yeah, there was a Fortnite Star Wars event that...
That's stupid.
I wish I was kidding. There was a Fortnite
I
event.
believe you, but that is stupid.
Well, Thanos is top up in Fortnite, alright?
Yeah, well, at least Thanos was funny.
And John Wick.
And Wolverine.
So, yeah.
And the
Deadpool
Fan 4 stick.
Dude, Deadpool can freaking pop up in Fortnite.
He
You won't question
did!
it. I know. Because it's Deadpool. You don't have to question it.
Nope.
'cause it's Deadpool.
Okay, so after our scuffle with Sleipmon, he's like, okay, I'll join you now.
Your scuffle with Slifer the Sky Dragon.
No.
Dude, that was freaking in Kentaro's mom beginning 1,000 attacks for each part in his hand.
And the thing is,
And if he had any, he tried to summon any monster with less than 2,000 points.
just a
attack.
reminder, Slifer is not related to anything to do with Egyptian mythology. He is literally named after the Four Kids executive producer of the show. Which is weird, because I don't see anything...
Slifer the executive producer in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yep, and I have to wonder, what was the problem with Osiris, or Osiris?
I don't know.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, but I don't think that many people even know who the fuck Osiris is when it comes to this.
Well, what about Obelisk or Ra?
Well, people know who the fuck Ra is, alright?
Thing
Ra's not
is,
that hard to figure out.
the only thing that
Obelisk
changed
made.
the only thing that changed with Obelisk was his title. In the Japanese version, he's called the Great War God Obelisk, whereas in English, it's Obelisk the Tormentor.
Yeah, he's pretty much the only one that's like pretty much more or less kept his abilities.
And then there's the Winged Dragon of Ra, who has not changed in the slightest since the Japanese release.
Yeah, and he's not as busted as he is in the anime.
No, he's
Yeah, they
actually
had their
kind.
anime effects.
In hindsight, Ra is kind of the most worthless of the Egyptian gods.
In a way.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
Obelisk is like somehow the better Egyptian god out of the
Obelisk
three.
and Slifer are both better than Ra.
Nah, Obelisk. Obelisk be a little bit better because remember, Slifer, you better hope you got a lot of cards in your hand. So if you don't have much, you're fucked.
Hey, you gotta make sure Hey, I'm sure anyone who wields one of the gods would have an actual deck that's designed around that.
Yeah, if you got Slifer, then you better make sure you have like fucking infinite cards, like a way to constantly have.
But infinite cards is banned.
Yeah, tell the RP spellers. Oh wait, you can't. It's unbanned now.
How is that unbanned?
I don't know. Like, either it got erotic or like they pretty much didn't give a shit. So fuck it. Fuck it, unban it. But Pot of Greed's still gonna be banned.
But what does it do?
Doesn't fucking matter.
I have researched Pot of Greed for so long, and even I don't know what it does.
Okay, you fuck. You know damn well what the hell it does. All right, stop playing.
But what does it do?
That you draw 2 cards to your hand. All right, that's what it does. All right, stop playing.
I will stop playing. I will stop playing.
Yeah, if you get beat by one of the Royal Knights.
Okay, I gotta go invisible. Right in front of these guys.
I know.
Because it's not like I can tell my Digimon to force them to move out of the way.
Yes, I just sniped a guy with my pistol from long range.
Must have a hell of a scope.
No, if it's still long range, you can get someone to head with a pistol. That's fine. If it's a shotgun, then it's bullshit. That's not how shotguns work.
Clearly, you have not experimented enough with a shotgun.
Dude, shotguns work at close range. The closer you are, the more
Get
damage.
a deer slug, and it'll be long range.
By the way, thanks to my hard drive, I realized... Thanks to my external hard drive, I was able to realize, oh wait, I could re-download Mel Slug.
Yeah.
So next time we hang out, we get to play that.
Yeah, and goddamn it, Amazon, get your shit together with the freaking PS5. Please.
Oh,
I don't care about the wait longer.
And the Series X.
wait,
and the Man in Gauze.
Wait. You talking about the actual Series X, or are you gonna be one of those two that accidentally get a Xbox One X?
I'd like to get an Xbox One X too, just in case there's some kind of issue with the back.
Well, at least that you can get now.
Yeah, maybe.
You open one of those people getting the Xbox One X thinking it's the Series X.
No, I'm not. I'm not a fucking moron.
That's still fucking funny to me. It's still fucking funny.
I have no idea how or why anybody would be that fucking stupid.
Well, I have dealt with stupid people all before.
And again, I think about that on a daily basis, and yet I'm perpetually confronted with the reaches of human stupidity, you know? The depths of human stupidity is what I was trying to say.
Yet the idiot... Yet idiots on... Yet there are idiots out there who would defend a lot of dumb things that I have borne witness to. And I have seen the devil's eyes in Cool Dude.
But do you hear voices in your head? Did they counsel you? Did they understand?
I don't think you know what I just quoted.
Do they talk to you?
I wasn't making a song
bro,
reference.
He's not Randy Orton getting super kicked off
Do
the
they
off the top of
talk to
the
you?
Bro, he's not Randy Orton getting super kicked off an ambulance. All
No,
right?
I was referencing basically a video between where two guys were basically like live streaming them playing around with a bunch of custom characters they made in Soul Calibur. And let's just say expect a lot of custom made characters in Soul Cal 5 and 6 to have, well, very suggestive things about them.
Let's put it this way.
Yes.
Chainsaw the Maiden well endowed. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Well, then again, that's your problem. Why the hell are you watching that, bro?
Because it's funny.
I thought you were a booty warrior, not a dick warrior. I'm not king shaming.
Oh, God. Look, the thing is I genuinely thought it was funny. And plus, they even made a custom Bill Cosby character.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't think you want to be in these days.
You can imagine the jokes they made with that.
So what? Was the Bill Cosby character giving some of the Bill Cosby special?
No, it was like, well, you see, they said that I would die in jail, but after serving 3 consecutive life sentences, they have found that I am eternal. If you are wise, you will go to sleep now. And Bill Cosby's opponent in that particular match was a Pikachu.
Oh, God.
With the Pokey and the Mons.
Oh, God damn it.
What? Okay, so have either of you ever seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
The fuck?
You know, Fantastic Mr. Fox. You've never heard of Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Notice the silence.
Oh dear. How am I to explain anything these days?
No, it's just you being wacky.
How am I being wacky? Hey,
What
it's
do
a
you
real
got?
movie.
I know.
Hi.
Okay, so basically it's like a stop-motion animated movie. It stars George Clooney and Meryl Streep. It's pretty good.
I thought I killed all of them. Yeah, I did
Apparently
kill
not.
all of them.
Oh,
So
and
why do we
during
have to wait?
during that
Some random ass corner.
Oh, and during one conversation those two were having in that stream highlight video with they were basically talking about Fantastic Mr. Fox, all while both of them do practically a near perfect guard impacts against one another. And I'm just like, these guys are better at this game than most people give them credit for.
Yeah.
Though, of course, there was, have you ever heard of the superhero Asphyxio?
What kind of wacky ass name is that?
It is the superhero name of oh god, this is gonna cross many lines. I'm just gonna tell it anyway.
What I missed?
Basically, this character somehow asphyxiated himself in his younger days, and then just ends up somehow being resurrected as a superhero.
Oh fuck.
Don't ask me how that works.
I'm not.
So basically, he's walking around with like this bag over his head, and he's just. Also, he apparently likes to spank.
Spank what?
What do you think?
Booty and booty.
See, Alex gets it.
No, that's what I said. I thought he'd like to play Spank the Monkey.
No.
I would have taken it.
How would that have made any sense?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, and also, let's just say one of them ended up making a version of Captain America with, who's the girl with the sword and the shield replacing Sophia?
Pyrrha. Oh, wait. Is it Pyrrha?
Yeah, it's Pyrrha.
Oh, okay. And Pyrrha.
Using Pyrrha's animations, but it's Captain America, but with a star-spangled old penis.
Oh, fuck.
As far as I'm concerned, Cap, that's America's cock.
Oh my god. I'm barely containing any form of laughter. It's just too much.
Oh yeah, you're containing it all.
You can tell that I literally am unable to.
Yeah, that's way too fucking hard. And one of them has a very infamous character in Soul Calibur character creation. It is a Valdo but it looks like he's wearing a deer's head on over his head. But take a wild guess what's the most prominent feature on that custom character? Oh, that one.
That is known as Hatsy. Anybody who has ever watched Lyle's YouTube channel would know who Hatsy is.
Oh, God.
You've seen Hatsy, Fran.
I know.
Any questions, Alex?
Really?
Knows the hesitation.
Yes, I noticed the hesitation. Oh, and one of those custom characters is Donald Trump fighting against the News, which is a skeleton with Solomon's moveset.
Oh my god.
I will personally fight against the fake news. And we will win big league.
I think one
Yeah,
commentary.
all right. Before anyone comes at me and torches the pitchforks, I just want to say this is not my screen. This is someone else. So don't come after me.
Don't ask me why my Donald Trump sounds like JFK.
No, it sounds a little too close. So I'm just covering my ass. It's all gonna get hit with torches and pitchforks. You guys can freaking decide amongst yourself what to do.
Okay, so Alex, we gang up on Fran and get him and sacrifice him to the mob.
Oh man, fuck y'all. Don't get my master sword. You're saying what, man?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I was saying, so Alex, we gang up on Fran and throw him into the mob.
Sure.
Yeah, try getting back my master sword and see what happens.
I have a katana.
Yeah, let's see who loses faster.
All bets off, I'm betting on faster. No ifs, ands, or buts. I actually am a martial artist. And I've been a sword fighter too, so.
No, there you go, that's your only chance of getting me.
And meanwhile, our little puppy Maisie is just, of course. And now we're gonna be fighting a boss.
Okay, get your ass ready for it to be cooked. Essentially.
It's just another eater.
Yeah, I know. I know what I said.
Yep. And hello,
And
hello, friendly McEdgelord. Arata.
Never used that. Fuck it. Sleuth.
No. Why?
You done goof, boy.
Now let's see here.
The dot status.
Your most favorite status.
Fran, remind Alex what a dot, and why dot is such a pain.
Because if it's used against you, guess what you can't do? Special attack.
Yep. We can't do special attacks. Things, and the enemy here can get on us no matter what.
If we don't have a way to get rid of it, you're... Oh.
Yep. Heal. Okay, so what is one thing we weren't expecting today? Guys?
The Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Exactly, that's why it's a great answer.
The weird thing is, I love Monty Python, the Holy Grail, but for some reason, I just can't get into the show. Like, you get what I mean, right?
No, because I fucking love that show.
Now, the thing is like, I tried getting into the show, but I'm just like, this isn't clicking with me.
It's you.
Yeah, I think that must be you.
Oh my god.
There's something wrong with you.
How is there something wrong with me?
It's
You
you.
didn't get into Monty Python.
It's on Netflix.
Lemon curry.
Okay, so
You should check out the argument room. For the artist skit.
okay, so Alex,
Yo.
what would it take for me to get you into Mobile Fighter G Gundam?
I don't know. A time machine and a lot of extra time.
Well, I do have the whole series on Blu-ray.
That doesn't help me.
Help anybody worth a damn.
And now,
What I'm saying is I'm too busy, I need more time. What we need is more time.
and now, Arata is absorbing an eater.
What
Oh,
What we need is more time.
and now his arm, is, well, an eater. Oh, hi, Gallantmon.
That fucking mimic.
Oh, and this battle is purely scripted.
Yep.
We may be able to control Gallantmon, but we can't actually, you know, beat him.
It's not right now.
We miss.
And I wanna be the very best. Like no one ever was. Well, tough, you can't.
And we miss.
Well, you can't.
So
Don't
I'm
get
just
it
going
like 10
to
hours.
guard.
Go be the lame ass trainer sits by the bridge.
Wait, who are we talking about?
What do you think?
I'm making a joke.
About who?
I don't know.
Your ass.
I legitimately do not
joke.
actually know.
You're the one who made the joke.
I know. I'm being a little bit strange right now, I think.
Alright, what are you on right now? Why
Nothing. That's kind of the problem.
are you being strange?
Maybe he
Why
must have
hold
seen
on, Miss
Stranger
Wolf?
Things.
Why are you holding out on this?
Okay, so
I've always thought that what doesn't. Wait, that's too kind of a. But I've always thought that whatever kills you,
whatever doesn't kill you.
strange.
Look at Omnibot in the background.
I completely fucked up the reference, but thank you.
Look at Omnibot in the background. He's just sitting there.
What doesn't kill you makes you
What's going on here?
Are we completely glossing over the fact that Omnibot is literally sitting in a cafeteria?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Like,
That's
he's
the game's
barely.
fault. I didn't mean to kill
Like,
you.
he's so big that he could barely fit in there.
That's the point.
And Omnimon is actually bigger in Digimon Adventure, the series where he originated from. Bless you. Bless you again. So Alex, what do you make of Omnimon in terms of his appearance?
I'm not watching your stream right now. I'm busy going on a rampage in my garbage truck.
You know,
Garbage truck versus cement truck fight.
you know, this is the first time I've seen something with four wheels and it flies. Rather, it flies. I'm guessing you guys don't get the joke. Alex, have you heard that joke before?
Sort of. Maybe. God damn it.
What has 4 wheels and flies?
Sure.
The car from Harry Potter.
No, not that. That's too literal. It's a garbage truck.
Garbage truck, yes, I know. I was gonna make something else. I was gonna say,
I'm not even gonna ask.
Garbage truck versus cement truck.
now it's gonna be semi-truck versus cement truck, bitch!
no, they need a fucking gun truck from Sonic Adventure 2.
No.
Get up out of the fucking road, jackass!
Now he's gotta go chase some blue hedgehog.
Running around at the speed
All because
of
McCase's
sound.
mistaken identity.
Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving.
No, that's the wrong part of City Escape. You gotta go no.
One way to find
Now
out.
you're listening.
Oh,
Must keep on moving ahead. No time for guessing, follow my plan instead.
I once told Sonny that we were both too young to be old and too old to be young.
I'll set you free. Follow me. Set me
Enjoy the rest of
free.
the spring, guys.
Trust me and we will escape from the city.
Try not to get tortured too much.
Why are you leaving?
Yeah.
Aw, man.
I know, it's a bit short, but yeah, you'll be alright. It's just a little nice. How hard could that be? I have my faith in you. Do not break it.
Oh God.
Alright, you'll be good. Even if it takes you 100 tries, still.
But I don't even have to fight the Royal Knights.
Ah, fuck it.
And like I said, you'll be fine. Later.
Okay, so alright. I got a warm blanket.
Na 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 na.
So
Come
now
back
I gotta-
or I need your car.
So now I need to go deliver this as blanket to Metal Greymon. You know what's the worst part about trying? You know what's the worst part about wanting to try to get you into do like the Digimon series, Alex?
What?
The fact that the English dubs for every Digimon series kind of cuts down on.
Why is the wreck of a car more impenetrable than a fucking car?
Anyway, it's like I would want to get you into Digimon, but the thing is that the English dubs were around during the time when editing dubs were, a thing.
Incredibly common, yeah.
Yeah, so and sadly I do vastly prefer the English dubs of Digimon over the Japanese version.
Yeah, I have like the first season of Digimon on DVD, I think.
Wait, Adventure 1?
No, the original.
That is Adventure 1.
Oh.
That's
Whatever.
what it's called in the Japanese version. They call all the Digimon series. They call the first season of Digimon Adventure 1, second season Adventure 2, third season Digimon Tamers, fourth season in Digimon Frontier, fifth season Digimon Unsavers or Data Squad if you're more familiar with that series' dub. Then there's Digimon Uncross Wars, spelled with an X. X, not a C. And then there's then recently we had at Digimon Universe Appla Monsters, where Digimon are literally cell phone apps.
Okay.
So, and then there's the Digimon Adventure Tri movies, which actually keep in all of the which actually keeps in the original Japanese footage, Japanese music, etc. And then in the most recent in Digimon, and what's going to be coming out later, what's going to be coming out in the second week of October is Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna.
That's a strange name.
Don't ask me, I'm the one in charge of the marketing department in Japan.
Yes, there is no fault with this plan.
Except for literally everything. Everything wrong with
why
this
did he
plan.
turn around and look at me? There was no reason for him to turn around.
No,
and
it
look
has
at
to be a CinemaSins style. Everything wrong with this plan in X minutes. Spoilers. Duh.
Seriously. Look at this. Look at this. There is no way that he wouldn't have been able to see me crouching behind that pallet just by looking at it.
Oh my god, this game is so dumb. And, let's see what else. Then there's the fact that... like...
Nobody using this truck? Okay, can I have it? Thanks.
So what do you make? And the thing is like... the one that's the least toned down for American audiences ends up being Digimon Tamers.
Ironically.
Which actually is the darkest season which is actually one of the darkest seasons in all of Digimon.
Ironically.
And in the Japanese version is directed by a horror anime director.
Ironically.
Chiaki Konaka is the dude's name.
Geronimo!
If you're familiar with, like, Serial Experiments Lane, and you might know of the guy.
I have never seen that show.
He also directed the original Hellsing anime.
Ah. Interesting.
So
I started off today really fucking great because I loaded up my phone with a bunch of music for work and then forgot my phone.
That's random.
And that's just a great way to start the day, isn't it?
Indeed. And funnily enough, you know what the laconic subpage for Digimon Tamers says?
What?
Evangelion with Mons. Because it's a deconstruction of the Mon genre. And it's just as depressing.
So what do you call my my Ava series? Evangelion, but Evangelion?
Evangelion if influenced by Gundam.
And I haven't ever watched Gundam, that's the funny thing.
This is why I gotta get you into G Gundam.
Literally every reference in my Ava series is literally fucking just stuff that I've seen on the internet.
Dude, you gotta at least watch G Gundam.
For some reason I always thought that was good Gundam when I was a kid.
No.
I know.
Funny enough, of the Japanese version, and ended up... the title makes a little more sense in the Japanese version since the Gundam in the second half of the series is called God Gundam, but the dub calls it Burning Gundam due to the fact that Japan was like, yeah, could you remove that religious reference, please?
Why is my bullet not... My bullet is flying like several feet wide.
So for a lot of the dub name changes in the American dub of G Gundam, that was actually commissioned by the animation studio. Oh, not the...
Nobody can see me through this!
Not because
Nobody can possibly see me through the chain link fence!
Oh, God.
This is definitely cover. Nobody can possibly shoot me through that.
Oh, Jesus, man. So, anyway. So anyway, it's like, there are name changes in Mobile Fighter G Gundam, for like a lot of the Gundams and whatnot, including the big antagonist Gundam, which is in Japan called the Devil Gundam, but the dub calls it the Dark Gundam. Honestly, either name actually sounds kind of cool.
Should have called it Dub Gundam.
But like I said, it's because of Japan that we don't have Devil or God Gundam. They said, yeah, can we...
No gods or kings Gundam, only man Gundam.
Funny enough, Domon's crest is called the King of Hearts. And you know...
Okay, you know what would be great, buddy? Jordy? If you could take out these fucking snipers for me.
And honestly, I do.
Why is my bullet flying wide?
And the sad thing is, G Gundam is actually a dub that does maintain the original Japanese music. Again, doesn't change a thing about the footage, even though it's a kids show dub in terms of like, you know, in terms of like toning things down a little. Know what I mean? It's like tone down the swears, but keep everything relatively intact. Though honestly, I think they could have done like with what Yu Yu Hakusho did and did two dubs, one onto air on TV and one onto just like, you know, have on like home release. But I'm sure Bandai is also responsible for that. Because Bandai is actually responsible for the fact that we didn't get that we didn't really get a redub of like the first few episodes. Since Mark Gatha said like, hey, since Mark Gatha was like, I kind of wanted to do like a redo of that since I now have a better grasp on the character, but then Bandai's like, no. Any questions?
Interesting. I'm sort of not exactly paying attention, but thank you for whatever that was.
I was basically talking about things you would normally know about.
Sorry, what did you say?
I was saying that a lot of the reason why we didn't get better quality of like the first few episodes of G Gundam was due to the fact that Bandai said no. Oh, we don't get to redub those.
Oh. Well, at least it was that and not Funimation being absolutely fucking stupid like usual.
Didn't they go back and redo the entirety of the Saiyan Saga and the,
They did all of the Saiyan Saga.
And the first half of the Frieza Saga.
Ah ha ha, fuck no. They redid parts of it.
Well, I'm up to when Goku ends on Namek.
Okay, yes, they did, but they also redid parts of it after that, and it wasn't better.
Right. Because, you know, it's mostly mimicking the Ocean dub.
Not even that. It's also got the problem of the fact that they literally meshed up like a dozen different performances.
Jeez.
They're one of the things that they did, which is such a fucking stupid move.
And they're not gonna bother. And they're not. What? You know, I assume what would be a stupid move. What would be a stupid move in your eyes was Chris Sabat voicing pretty much a large portion of the cat.
You know what's worse? You know what's worse than that? They got a guy, Bryce. What's his name? Bryce Armstrong, who was like an octogenarian to voice Ginyu, and he couldn't do the.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
How Bryce Armstrong couldn't do like the Ginyu scream.
Yeah.
Funny enough, Sean Schimmel ended up auditioning for Captain Ginyu.
That would have been way better. What the fuck?
But he was disappointed that he didn't get the part. But then he found out that he was playing the main character.
He should have re-auditioned.
Yeah, but I'm guessing
How Sabat should have played Ginyu. Literally anybody except for Bryce Armstrong.
had to sound retarded as Raccoon.
Just make him. Just have Ginyu not be voiced by a man who can barely talk.
Well, then, and Bryce Armstrong retired from voice acting after Raging Blast S1 and was replaced by R. Bruce Elliott.
Why didn't they go with that guy to begin with?
Because they didn't have that guy to begin with. Because remember, Funimation's talent pool was like...
No. This is the remastered era.
Oh, right. Then that it could have done and like that. But I find it hilarious how a pool was somehow playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 while watching Vegeta on the same friggin' monitor in DBCA. I'm like, how are you playing a video game and watching the life status at the same time? You ever seen that episode?
Yes, I've seen all of DBZA several times.
You might be wondering, what did Zarbon do to you while you were unconscious?
You are now wondering what Zarbon did to you while you're unconscious. Good luck with that.
And Vegeta just gets absolutely pissed. Okay, so here's something I don't understand that I'm not sure if we've discussed before, but for whatever reason in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, even though they had J. Michael Tatum on standby and he could and available to do Zarbon, Chris Sabat ended up voicing Zarbon.
Probably because he was the original voice of Zarbon. Dub.
Yes. But why didn't Sabat just let Tatum do the voice? Because almost every other Kai actor was in there, except for Colleen voicing Android 18. And I think Chris Kaysen still voiced Popo in that game.
This is a flawless plan. Have our electronic lock right next to the fucking door that it connects to.
Oh my god. I have seen something stupid from Monica's sister, Natalie Rial. Did you see that?
I'm not sure this woman is real.
Somehow she is. I say somehow because I'm like, I believe she's real, but...
I remain unconvinced.
Yes, I too remain unconvinced that she is a real human being. She made a thread about how like, oh, Monica's totally an honest person. Yeah, totally no bias whatsoever.
Move, bitch! Get out the way!
And I said to her, pity, everything you said about your sister is total bullshit.
See, that would have been a great opportunity to quote The Last Jedi. Amazing. Everything you just said was wrong.
Basically,
that is the one line from that movie that's actually remotely decent.
Yeah, I agree with that one. That was actually a pretty good line in that travesty of a movie. Oh, hi, there's Ogremon. I was looking for you. And I basically gave her a list of reasons why I don't believe her in the slightest. And guess who decides to chime in?
Ron.
Yep, he's like, those are Nick Mickey's words. I'm like, no, that is what anyone with a functioning brain can tell you.
Anybody who looks at the fucking goddamn motherfucking hotel can tell you that Monica is a fucking liar.
And he keeps saying we won, and I'm like,
shut the fuck up. You're a fucking cunt. Shut the fuck up. Nobody even wants you here.
Seriously, I never added him at all. In my thread.
No, the man just name searches.
He's a stalker like DC Douglas.
I was going to say something nice about DC Dickless, but then I remembered he's DC Dickless, and nothing nice can be said about this man.
He is a dickless panty waist.
God damn it.
And, yeah. I didn't want to mention this when Fran was on, just because, as you know, he doesn't want to get involved with any of the drama.
Oh, trust me. He will be pulled into it, whether he likes it or not.
And I'm not gonna do that to him.
Well, it's not a thing. That's not a choice that you will make for him, you know.
Well, like I said, I'm going to abstain from saying anything to him. I'm going to abstain from saying any more of the drama to him. Since he's gotten very irritated about it, and I want to just, respect his wishes. And I'm like, okay, I won't do anything. I know someone else will try to drag him into the drama, but I'm just going to say I'm not going to drag him into it because that's not what he wants. What he wants is, to just have fun and whatnot. He didn't ask for any of this, and neither did I, frankly.
I never asked for this.
I never signed up for this bullshit. But here we are. In 2020, nearly 20 months later, and still nothing. No evidence, and no actual proof.
Excuse me. Allow me to get my my best Nathan Explosion voice on. Nothing.
Wait, who's that? Wait, what is that character from?
Metalocalypse.
Oh, I've only seen Dr. Roxo's bits.
I own Death Album 3 on CD.
Dr. Roxo,
the Goodwill for 50 cents.
Dr. Roxo, the rock and roll clown.
All we know about him is that he's a clown and he does cocaine. Okay, so, do you have... So, besides Death Note, do you have a favorite English dub?
Oh, Hellsing is pretty damn good. I really like the Funimation Dragon Ball Z dub for one specific reason, and that's the Falconer score.
Yeah, that score is great.
That's basically one of the few reasons that still exists, so that dub holds up.
There's the fact that Scott will only use the Falconer score for, or like brief snippets in Dragon Ball Z Abridged and as an April Fool's joke. Because remember in DBZ Kai, I had 2.9.
Yes, I remember.
It was literally just an April Fool's gag. That's why we saw the Falconer score, or in a TFS production, which, by the way, in case those watching aren't aware, Scott Frericks, the effing tool that he is, doesn't like the Falconer score. Or for whatever reason.
For reasons that, honestly, don't make a whole lot of sense and are incredibly hypocritical.
He claims that it's nothing but video game synth and too repetitive.
Yeah, it's... he says repetitive synth. Okay. Repetitive synth... First off, that's not true. Second, repetitive orchestral music is better for some reason. Like, the Kikuchi score is the most repetitive score for Dragon Ball has. Aside from the Kikuchi score that, you know, appeared in Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is more repetitive.
How does it get more repetitive in Kai?
Because they use less of it. No, I'm not kidding. They actually do use less of it. They use a very limited selection.
That just seems stupid.
It is.
And there are
It
quite a few
legitimately
tracks
fucking
from,
is.
and there are some tracks in the Kikuchi score that I do enjoy.
Well, there are some that I like too, but...
Especially the Solid State Scouter theme. That's amazing.
Yeah. But I play the fucking trumpet, and I hate the way he uses the trumpets in that. Like, you could use it in a much better way. You could, of course, you could also, you know, use guitars.
You play the drum.
and
You play
it.
the trumpet. You said.
Yes.
So, are you familiar with Pokemon Generation 3's music? There's a lot of trumpets in that.
I've never played G3.
Pity. Some people really like it. One of the better Pokemon generations. Though personally, I'm like, it's good, but I still prefer Gen 4 and 5. Because that is definitely where the series peaked in my eyes. You know what Gen and 5 ended up adding?
But
Two very interesting types of triple battles. One is the main inline triple battle, the other being a rotation battle, where you could literally rotate what Pokemon is attacking and what Pokemon is taking the attack. How does that sound?
interesting.
It's actually a really... Those two battle types are really interesting, and I wish they did more with it in later generations, but we never see it again after Gen 5, because then they just move on to straight-up Digivolving. That's literally what Mega Evolution is. It's just Digivolving. I wish I was kidding. Gen 6, I definitely will stand by is probably the weakest generation out of any Pokemon generation. And this is coming from a guy who doesn't like Gen 1. Because... have I told you why I'm not a big fan of Generation 1?
I don't remember.
So, you remember the Psychic type, right?
Yeah.
You know that special stat that's literally that literally is broken in Generation 1?
Kinda, yeah.
So, the Psychic types basically can capitalize on that and become the most absurd thing in that game, and since the only two types that could oppose it are slow and don't have a lot of means to defeat its Psychic types, which are Ghost and Bug, take a wild guess what that means.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I was paying attention to my opponent's self-righteous posturing.
Sorry. So, you know how the special stat is probably the most absurd thing about Generation 1 before it became special attack and special defense?
Kinda, yeah.
So, basically, the Psychic types could literally capitalize on that, and since the only two types that could feasibly oppose Psychic types are two physical types, Bug and Ghost, most due to how Gen 1 works, it ends up coming off as like this thing where, or basically, you could solo everything with a Kadabra.
Oh, I think you have actually told me about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do. It's simple, it's way too easy and monotonous, and even though there's a huge, like, level gap at certain points in Generation 1, it's still the most one of the most piss-easy generations of the old Pokemon series. That and the AI in that game is so broken. Throw Toxic onto Lance's last Dragonite, bring out your Zubat, watch it try... Watch it just use agility all the damn time, because the AI is told to use the type that's stronger against a certain type, and since Zubat is poison flying, guess what Dragonite is going to be doing?
Fucking around?
Spamming agility while it dies slowly of Toxic.
Huh.
That is another example of how broken Generation 1 is. Hence why, if I ever go back to playing that game, I'm doing Fire Red or Leaf Green. I do not touch the original Generation 1, because there's literally no reason to.
Huh.
Seriously, if you ever get the time, you should, I get it like a GBA emulator and, and download ROM for, like, Fire Red or Leaf Green, and then play it off of that. And let me tell you, it will be quite the experience. Plus, some of the new mechanics actually kind of help to, give you an incentive to actually try with different types and whatnot. Okay, so... I'll wait a while.
I wish you would shut the fuck up.
All right.
That sounds like...
Trouble?
No, it sounds stupid.
What?
Soldier Boy. Don't bring war to a Soldier Boy, and he's pronounced it exactly the way Soldier Boy pronounces his name.
Well, I'm gonna be... Well, now... Well, now I'm gonna be going down... Well, now my objective is to go down to Odaiba. Forgive me if I'm butchering the pronunciations of various places in Japan. Or does that...
I'm gonna play it out, and you're gonna be fucking dead.
And Odaiba's on fire.
Come on.
And jeez, this is already...
Wherever you are.
And jeez, this is already reminding me of the prequel movie to Adventure 1.
Is this guy... This guy's
Or,
bugged.
I'm sorry, the first 20 minutes of the Digimon movie. Are you familiar with that?
Oh my god, this guy is so bugged. He didn't die when I knocked him over with a fucking bomb. What the hell?
So, Alex, can I presume that you are somewhat familiar with the Digimon movie? Basically, it's the American recobbling of 3 separate Digimon OVAs and just splice them all together.
Okay.
Do you know how much of a mess it turned out to be?
Considering that I kind of do stuff like that sometimes. Probably a large mess.
Okay, so the first part of it is based off a 20-minute long OVA, which is supposed to be a prequel series to the first season of Digimon. Then the next 40 minutes is of an OVA called Our War Game, which is essentially taking place after the first season, in where our heroes are fighting again, and are fighting against a Digimon that threatens to blow up of Japan, and with a nuclear missile. Then there's the last 28 minutes of the movie.
We are in the end game. We are getting very close to this game being over.
And then we can finally move on to a good game.
It's a good game. It's just,
It's a mess.
Buggy as fuck Ubisoft game.
Oh, you mean like most Ubisoft games?
Oh, wait, I didn't... That's a tautology, isn't it?
Yeah. Anyway, so essentially... So essentially, that takes place after Adventure 1. Or 1. And then the last 28 minutes of the movie is essentially a OVA that is a poorly edited mess of a hour-long OVA called Hurricane Touchdown that's supposed to take place in the middle of Adventure 2.
Okay, so that sounds like a massive fucking mess.
Oh, yes it is.
I have skill points available, and all of these fucking suck.
Oh, and you want to know what's even worse?
Yeah, I guess I'll deal with that.
One of the supposed drawing points of this movie was that it was essentially supposed to be like an entry point for newcomers to the Digimon franchise, and they claimed that it would explain everything. Guess what it doesn't do?
Explain anything?
Yes! How did you guess?
Oh, I think it must be my burgeoning powers of clairvoyance. Other than that, my magnificent brain.
Or both.
It couldn't possibly be basic pattern recognition. or logic.
Right. And it's like they cut out a significant portion of Hurricane Touchdown's plot, which I'm just like...
that couldn't possibly cause any problems.
And the plot itself is... And the plot of that movie itself is kind of rock stupid. So to be fair, they saved us, like, 30 extra minutes of stupid. And they say, like, and they try to tie it all together by connecting it to this one rando kid named Willis, or Wallace, if you're familiar with the Japanese version.
What you talking about, Willis?
I knew that was coming. And essentially, this is supposed to be like the common thread that ties each of these movies together, but he's not even in most of it, most of this stuff, except for the last third. So you can imagine how frustrating that is. Any questions?
Several. Namely, what and the fuck.
Oh, and funny enough, the dub producers of the movie wanted to just do like the first two together as a movie, and then the third one as just like, you know, special. All which would have made sense, but guess who was responsible for that?
Time Saban.
Fox.
Oh. It was one or the other.
Why? You don't do that, guys. You just don't. And after Digimon Tamers ended up airing in North America, Fox Kids ended up losing the rights to Digimon, and guess who it went to next?
I don't remember.
It's a certain tyrannical overlord planning to take over the world one step at a time.
Oh boy!
Yep. The mouse took...
What the fuck? Oh, hi, Dead Mouse. Yes, I know that's not his name. All it's doing is fucking up my vision. My glasses do that enough when they get dirty.
zombies near me. Oh, and you want to know what's the cherry on top of all that I just told you about? Alex?
Sure, go ahead.
The dub for this movie has the most late 90s soundtrack you could possibly imagine.
So what are we talking here?
Less than
We
J.
talking Pantera?
No, less than J. Smash Mouth. Frick. Who was the band that sung 1 Week?
Let's see. I don't know off the top of my head. Bare Naked Ladies?
Yeah, Bare Naked Ladies. Yeah, we got a bunch of those kind of late 90s stuff. No metal.
That's Funimation's territory, isn't it?
Yep.
All-Star from Smash Mouth. Fat Boy Slim Rockefeller Skank. Kids in America by Len. All My Best Friends Are Metalheads by Less Than Jake. The fuck? This is a late 90s soundtrack, isn't it? And it came out in 2000. Score composed by Shuki Levy, Udi Harpaz, and Amots Piesner, and it was performed by the Israel Philharmonic Orchestra. Blech.
So you can kind of understand what movie you'd end up with.
So much from that era.
Oh, and a lot of that movie compared to the actual show is very well animated.
Huh.
Which, by the way, was mostly due to the fact that the animation was directed by Mamoru Hosoda. And he ended up directing a movie that is eerily similar to one part of the Digimon movie. Called Summer Wars. If you can believe that.
Let's see, where is the next mission?
The next mission is to summon Exodia.
Are these all the same?
Maybe they are. Maybe the game... Maybe that's the way the game is telling you. Oh yes, they are all the same. Don't you know?
Who pays $40 for a shitty wooden chair? Fucking hipsters? That it?
Probably.
Fucking hipsters.
I'm kind of just trying to figure out, like how to revive.
revise the document. And as I'm looking, I'm like, how do I revise my parts I did? You know what I mean?
Huh?
I was like thinking on how to revise the parts I ended up writing for the document.
Oh, right.
Right.
I'm distracted by the game I'm playing. So,
Because it's like, I am like, what do I put here? If that makes any sense to you.
yeah, I get it. I think that might have been a new one.
Boosh. And I should probably realize that at the upcoming battle is scripted and not bother with grinding right now.
Thank you, Windows 10. I know my version of Windows is about to come out of date because you've told me several times I will restart soon.
Windows doesn't get it.
I'm actually currently in the middle of editing a fucking video, guys. It would be real helpful if you'd, like, not bug me about this right now.
See that? If you're looking at my video, you will see Examon.
Okay. Normally I pull up your video. This time I forgot.
Examon is one of the Royal Knights. He is a data type Digimon, and it is probably going to be recommended that I get like a big powerful virus type. I have to go take it down.
That is a big motherfucker.
Yes. Hello, Crusadermon.
Is that the final boss?
No.
That looks like a final boss.
No, Crusadermon is not the final boss of this game.
Why not? That is a big fucking monster.
It's a creature controlling the Royal Knights, aka Yggdrasil. So yes, we gotta take down the Norse Tree of the World. Of course, the dub keeps calling him King Drazel. I don't understand why. What is so wrong about referencing what it actually is? Disney was able to get away with reference with an entire pantheon of gods in Disney's Hercules.
And also, Kingdom Hearts.
Yep. Except we don't get to see Zeus anywhere in Kingdom Hearts until KH3.
And Rip Torn's dead, so...
Actually, Corey Burton plays Zeus.
Naturally, because Rip Torn is dead.
Funny enough, Corey Burton also plays Zeus in God of War after Paul Aiding in God of War 1.
Why did they replace Paul Aiding?
I'm guessing because they wanted... well, the thing is, Corey Burton is actually a little bit better at the take on God of War's Zeus than he is at Disney's Zeus.
It just... See, you know, the ultimate Chad move would have been to hire Paul Aiding to play Zeus in Kingdom Hearts.
See, yeah, that would have been funny. So this battle is purely scripted because I have no means of defeating him, even with the amount of Chads that I have on teamed up with me, including Magnamon, Omnimon. No wait, in this one it's just Magnamon and Gallantmon.
on Omnimon and Omnimon, Ulforce, Veedramon, and Jesmon on her elsewhere. That's like, we've got all these absolute units, yet it's purely scripted, this fight.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
What?
When stuff like that happens in games.
When they force you into a scripted fight.
Yep.
This is kind of why I've decided, you know what, I'm not going to bother her with continuing to grind. And since I know that, one, it would purely be a waste of time, and it would take me quite a while just to get Beelzemon on in here, who could probably wreck this guy. We gotta wait till Examon does a certain attack, and that's when the fight ends.
Of
course. Why do RPGs do this?
Because they're all a bunch of really stupid games masquerading as smart ones.
Meanwhile, Fire Emblem is still really fun. Pew.
Fire Emblem at least tries. You know?
And meanwhile, all Sunny is just, it's like, no. Oh, Fire Emblem is unoriginal, and I'm like, you love Tactics. You love Tactics Advance. Tactics Advance is about as medieval as Tactics Advance is just as medieval as Fire Emblem. What's really all that different? Oh, here we go. And we're done. He gets knocked down. He gets up again. You're never gonna keep him down. And Examon runs away. Get back here, you wuss! Come fight us like a man!
Damn it, he spotted me.
Uh-oh, Arata's here. And he's now absorbing Gallantmon. And I'm like, oh, great. He's overflowing with power. Aw, man. Why is this happening, you may ask? Because you are a protagonist in a JRPG about Mons. Yeah, Omnimon, maybe we should have actually, figured out a weakness to one of your buddies before we attacked him. Breaking news! Tokyo is still on fire.
Breaking news, Tokyo drifting.
In other news, Tokyo drifting is still a thing, and someone is doing donuts as we speak. God dang, 24-hour news cycle. Laney commented on in the TFS marathon for every Dragon Ball Z abridged episode up to 59. And he was like saying in that since they queued up the Insidious music for this Halloween special,
Oh, he was like Insidious must have just come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm gonna follow the guys in the news van in a news van.
How random!
Boy, they shut it down.
Examon 戦で消耗したオメガモンたちの回復を待ちつつ、その剣幕では止め、遊護として活動していた今後の作戦においても、だが、はい。
I'm still like,
目指す交流軍は
I'm wondering. So, and Vic ended up in Digimon during Cross Wars or Fusion. He voiced a rival character in that season, and then in Digimon Tri, he voices is Matt or Yamato. Oh dear, Kyoko. Don't leave me here alone with her. Don't know how much damage she could do with her boobs.
Oh god damn it. Cutting the outside angles in the goddamn first person, that makes it so... That looks so cool. That's not disorienting at all.
Right. Okay. Sadly, we let Yuko out of our sight because she's literally not with us. So much for our not losing her. Am I right? Nope, I'm heading to Kowloon again.
Oh no, they pulled out the black police fans. That must mean they mean business.
I'm sure. So I ended up watching. So once upon a time, I ended up like watching a frick, what was it? Damn it! I'm losing my train of thought again. How do I keep losing my train of thought?
How did I not get dinged for that? That was my fault.
Oh great! I gotta go to Kowloon level 5. The highest.
That was not.
The highest
Police
level.
cars are the ones who did that.
Do you know what's one technique that is necessary?
Spinning, because it's a good trick.
Let's try spinning. That's a good trick. Goodness gracious, the freaking prequels. You know, the How It Should Have Ended comedy dub of Infinity War made a bunch of Star Wars references, and then Rocket's like, you guys have got to stop making Star Wars references. Cap's like, I don't know, I'm more of a prequel guy myself. Thor's then like, I enjoy the new films. What about you, Tree? Not my Luke. Because apparently Groot speaks clear English.
I'm gonna steal a fire truck! I'm gonna run away from the police in a bright red truck the size of a small house. That's a great idea. There is no fault with this plan.
Cinema Sins. Everything wrong with Alex's plan. First of all, 30 minutes of logos. 30 seconds of logos.
On some games, it sure feels like 30 minutes.
Oh my god. So do you think... So, honestly, we gotta name your streaming series of Spider-Man Spider Memes.
Spectacular, spectacular spider memes.
I have all of Spectacular Spider-Man on DVD, and I still have not watched it.
I had a chance to watch all of it on the 4Kids website and never took it.
Why did 4Kids have that?
Because it aired on CW4Kids.
Oh, right. How did the police catch up to you that quickly?
Because I'm apparently a fucking moron who puts up the blockers in front of his own truck.
The suspect is currently escaping in a very big truck.
It appears to be on the verge of exploding if the smoke has anything to go by. God only knows how. I'm drifting in a fucking truck, bitch!
Deja vu. I've been to this place before. High on the street and I don't know the lyrics.
Deja vu. I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street and it's my time to go. I have no idea how the rest of it goes.
I know. I was mumbling like some made-up lyrics. It's just so that it would...
Ah, my truck is dead.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, hang on. Just picking up all my, stolen money from the ATM. That wasn't a good idea. I thought that would be funny, though.
Okay, so... Oh, do you think that a narrative... Do you think that the narrative of My Hero Academia is going to end up falling apart at some point?
The narrative of what?
My Hero Academia.
Entirely possibly, but I have no prediction for it.
So far, I don't think it has. I'm just like, manga keeps having me on the edge of my seat, and I'm just like, goodness gracious, this guy.
Great balls of fire.
Yeah, great balls of fire. And now you go from one red truck to another red truck.
I have a fucking lorry truck. You could make it easier for me to kill you, but I don't know how.
And some people will end up saying, like, Digimon Tamer starts to become more like Ava by near the end of the series, but then I'm like, there's some parts of Digimon Tamer's second half near the end, near like the end of the second third of it that feels ripped straight from Ava. And trust me, Alex, if I could ever get you to watch Digimon Tamers, you will see what I mean. But will you believe, is the question. What am I? Nokia, this was very awkward for me. I love when our silent hero actually does give some... Let's see... When our hero actually does have some input put in here, and I'm like, this is kind of funny. It's like he wants to say something, but he doesn't, so he just goes along with it. You know what I mean? Eh. Okay, where am I to go now?
Yeah, I get you. My truck is fucked, I think. Yes, it is.
It is like...
Get out of the vehicle, Aiden. Steal the truck. Oh, damn it.
Fact number 7, I couldn't read that fast enough. Oh no, it's Sleipmon. 4 heavenly...
Digimon, Lionel monsters.
Funny enough, Sleipmon is basically the Kenny of Digimon.
No, you killed Kenny, you bastards!
Oh my god, they killed Sleipmon! You bastards!
Like, on almost every season that Sleipmon makes an appearance in, he dies. I'm not making that up. Do you believe that?
Well, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Do you believe in love? Do you believe in love?
Sometimes, but not all the time.
Do you believe in the power of love? That's the power of love.
Didn't Kirito say the power of love was BS?
I'm making references to Huey Lewis in the news.
I was making a reference to SAO Abridged.
I know.
Power of swords, or it's power right there.
What about the power of friendship?
Power of friendship works in certain areas.
And that's why friendship is so great!
Oh, Sleipmon's dead.
I think the game is glitched. Because this is not supposed to be happening right now.
What?
Me chasing the target while being chased by the police. The police are supposed to start
Wasn't
after
I
get this.
supposed to meet you somewhere else, Yuko? Like, you were literally in Kowloon level 5 when I heard, but then you ended up here and I have so many questions.
I have several questions. I am inside this. This guy is inside my fucking truck. How is he not dead? I have run over him several times in the vehicle. How was he not dead by then? Out of my way! Out of my way!
Oh no, my defense is lowered. Whatever shall I do? Terraforce? Boosh.
You didn't see that's coming?
Wonder how we'd end up, like, writing, how would we end up referencing the fact that the Maximoffs show up for a bit in Age of Megatron, but then they're just like, nope, we're not going to be in the rest of this. Because you do realize, because...
Magneto just takes them in and teaches them about the ways of mutants. That's
but
easy.
then Ultron shows up.
Try not to spoil too much.
And
On a
nobody,
public live stream, after all.
nobody's watching.
Aw. I at least like to pretend.
True. Though more people would watch your stream than they would watch mine.
Because there might be an opportunity to see the incredibly pixelated boobies.
Yes, because I'm not willing to get my stuff demonetized. And
I didn't even
okay.
remember that was such a damn game.
Okay, so now I'm fighting a hold on. Okay, you're lowering my attack. A gold Numemon and a platinum Numemon. Take a wild guess what their superpower is.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your stupid vehicle.
These guys have the power of throwing literal poop at me.
Okay, I'm not gonna try to steal the fire truck again because that would be awesome if I managed to escape in a fire truck, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Oh, come on.
Need something faster.
Well, Tiger Vestmon has been turned into a sprite. Heal.
I need your car. Fuck.
Yep, they throw poop at me.
Well, you know.
Here. So, Alex,
Yeah.
do you think... So... oh. So it's like, I've got quite a bit... I've still got quite a bit for... I feel like it's like, I may have quite a bit for the Wolverine thing, but it's just like... I'm not exactly that good at like putting it into words.
Yeah, I've been in positions like that.
So it's kind of why I'm like, you know, making it like a short origin story.
We can probably work on expanding that.
True. Though, like I said, it's gonna end like at World War I, and then they're just gonna be, and then it's gonna end with Logan meeting Steve. You know, Steve being like, "Who are you supposed? Who are you?"
Yep.
And then Logan's like, "Your bodyguard." He looks at this Hugh
That
Jackman.
was perfect timing.
He looks at that Hugh Jackman looking mother trucker. Let's see. Going through these. Oh, and I could also nickname my Digimon.
Interesting.
I'm probably not gonna, but
Yeah, it's like with the Pokemon. I hardly ever do that either.
I do. I'd end up doing that for the Pokemon. These guys are gonna be kind of fun. And now back to the plot. And no, I don't mean that plot. Even though there is plenty of fan service in this. We can finally go up to the highest point in Kowloon. Funny enough, in Hacker's Memory, there is an inverse Kowloon.
So it's like a GameCube game then. All Nintendo's GameCube games had to have light and dark worlds for a while, right?
Didn't Zelda do that first?
Yes.
I find it funny how Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time have eerily similar plots. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. It's kind of, sort of like it's the guy in the position of power with the king, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, it's like, even though it seems like a common thing nowadays to say like Link to the Past is better than Ocarina of Time, I'm just, at least Johnny said it with, you know, him just stating his opinion on it, and not Egoraptor stating it like it's supposed fact. Because Aaron, that sequelitis was terrible, and you should be ashamed of yourself for making it. Because we get it, you don't like Skyward Sword, shut up.
Ah yes, you don't like the game that did everything Zelda did good the best. That's such a brave opinion. You fucking hipster.
And you know, oh, I did enjoy Skyward Sword, but I'm just still more of a fan of Twilight Princess. It's just because I felt like it had quite a bit of the stuff that Ocarina of Time, that I was hoping from Ocarina of Time, but that game never really delivered on, in my opinion. Plus, have you played Majora's Mask?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that game is definitely how you make a superior sequel. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's a shame the 3DS version isn't as good, you know?
It's still good, it's just, you know...
Too damn easy.
Some parts of it were a little more difficult than the N64 version, but yeah, I can understand that.
Pull the fucking C2S blackout, guys. Why is anything able to find me?
Basically, what it's implying is that there are certain points in this area that have like a pitfall to them. Because of course.
So Kid Icarus falls down?
Kinda. Ba-da-ba-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
So we kind of got to go a little bit of a roundabout way to get through this area, so that we don't end up. What is that? So that we don't end up going through the pitfall. Ooh. An Antilamon and a Cyberdramon. And you know what's kind of one weird thing about the dub of Digimon Tamers?
That every pit doctor's fate.
Okay, so there's a character in Tamers who is supposed to be like someone from this Wonder Swan game. And
so a game nobody fucking played.
Yeah, so I'm like, who the hell is he? When I got to that point in my viewing of Digimon Tamers throughout most of one summer I had, I was like, who the hell is this guy? And why is he, butting in where he doesn't belong? Because he kind of causes one of the characters who's recently gone through character development to kind of derail a little. So you can imagine that I'm just like, this is stupid. And can we not have him? And nobody I know of actually likes him. Like, more people want more focus on the main cast of Tamers as opposed to whoever this douchebag is. And I'm trying to think. And it's just like when it gets to that point, I'm thinking, oh boy. This is kind of how not to introduce a new character to your show.
No, but it's not a new character. It's character from that game that on that console that everyone. Everyone totally owned the one.
Even though it was a Japan-only handheld console.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, funny enough, the director Chiaki Konaka did not want to include him at all in the show, but Bandai was like, no, put him in the show. So you can imagine this character isn't really, doesn't really have much of a presence in the plot of Tamers. Any questions?
Not really, it just sounds kind of dumb,
Yeah. Nothing mentioned. Okay. I think most of the dub cast of the Digimon series would go on to be in like other LA dubs like Naruto and whatnot. And Tamers still features my personal favorite Steve Bloom role. The character in question is named Gilmon. And I'm like, he's so cute. God damn it. I keep falling into these pit holes. So Alex, it looks like what we're going to be facing, it's another vaccine type. So
I'm going to be having to quit after this mission.
That's
Whether
fine.
I succeed or not.
That's fine, because I'm going to because after this fight, I'll probably finish up.
Okay.
Oh, and even though Tamers was probably one of the best things to happen to Digimon, then Frontier comes around, and you would think that I would try to sell Frontier to you due to the fact that it's basically Digimon if they were it's basically a Digimon Power Rangers series. Sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Except it's stupid.
Sounds like it must be if you think that.
Yeah.
Saying that,
It's like for a while I've had this massive hatred for Frontier.
I'm stealing a minivan. That's a great idea. Totally the best getaway vehicle.
Yep. In no way whatsoever could this possibly go wrong. Let's swap around my party. Okay, so...
Come on, I'm trying to escape to my fucking hideout, guys. I'd like to escape to my hideout game.
So now we're fighting against another...
Oh, fuck you.
So now we're fighting against Craniumon, one of the Royal Knights. So basically, Yggdrasil's will is the destruction of the human world. Just because they brought the Eaters to the digital world. Unintentionally, but when has anything ever made sense in this universe? And he's going to fight us with the acclaimed Solois.
Okay, well, that's me for the night.
Alright. I'm just going to be fighting this big guy. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see. Okay, so this charming fellow is Craniumon, a vaccine-type Royal Knight Digimon, and essentially, he's one tough hombre. Of course, Yuko is ill-suited to fight this guy because she still has a virus type of Digimon. Pew. So naturally, we just hit it till it dies. Thanks for the contribution, Yuko. I threw a rock at him. It was a big rock. Thanks for the contribution, Yuko. Almost halfway through this boss, and he hasn't even thrown any big hitters at us. I'm probably gonna jinx it. He's probably gonna try killing us. Medical spray. Ah, here we go. Ow. Boosh! And he's down. Of course, it's gonna get harder when we actually fight the Royal Knights in the Super Boss segment. Well, of course you were beaten. We're the protagonists.
そういうことはたとえ弱さであったとしても歌それはまいくらやはり
And we'll be seeing you again in Hacker's memory.
悲しいですね
白々しい言葉ですねこうなるよう仕向けたのは
反論はしませんが事実は事実
Well, of course he did.
さあこれで供給は止まりました
スウェドウさんあなたも父の死に関わっているんですかもしそうなら私は
お父上の死彼が描いていたエデンの理想像は本当ロードナイトモンの暴走を止められそれに家族を
ロードナイトモンは父の作った父やその子供たちにもだから人間を本当にそうなんですか
おやめなさい悲しい記憶を取り戻しかし私全ての人間が
Oh, goodness.
私は生まれてしまった悲しみを人間も世界も私がこの手で進化
めちゃくちゃです
そうです
Yeah, he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
悲しい事実ではまたいずれ
悲しみそんなことでも私に
And we're back at the agency.
Persona Romass. Eventually, Persona 5 will have many masks. Let's check our messages. And we're just going to go into Mire's place. And next stream we'll be doing Okami. So, until then.